I got this set, I wondered what else I could create from these parts. And then I remembered seeing something pretty cool on Rebrickable. Timtimgo, a designer on the platform, had created an iconic sports car inspired by the legendary BMW M3 E30. Only original parts, 94% reused. I was pretty impressed, so I went ahead and grabbed the PDF instructions Timtimgo had made available on the site. First, I had to take the car apart, which, with over 1,400 pieces, was quite a bit of work. There were gray parts, and more gray parts, and gray parts with stickers. A few springs and suspension parts, a handful of gears, and quite a lot of system bricks. With everything carefully sorted, I was genuinely excited to begin the build, and I started putting the first pieces together. A few satisfying clicks later, the first gears came to life. And even the steering mechanism began doing its job. The next step introduced the crankshaft and a freely spinning gear that connected to the steering system. Drivetrain, steering. The next step was quite special. The front subframe, including the suspension, was designed to be pre-assembled separately from the chassis. A 4-cylinder engine block, just like in the original, was attached to the subframe before the whole unit was finally married to the chassis. Tie rods on. Check. A proper bumper in place. Next came an assembly that was meant to represent the rear underbody. And looking at all those stickered parts, I thought it might be a good idea to hide a few of them in this section. And with the stickers out of sight, it was time to mount the assembly to the rear. And it was satisfying to see how the chassis gained noticeable rigidity. Drive shafts in, springs on, and the rear suspension was complete. At this point, Timtimgo had a bit of fun and added a NOS system, a subtle tribute to the sporty donor vehicle. I also really enjoyed the blue rear bench, pure nostalgia. The next step focused on the rear fenders. As they were printed, I decided to use some of the stickered pieces around them. They had to go somewhere after all. The distinctive rectangular taillights had to be cleverly recreated using Technic parts. Exhaust pipe, check. Some stickers hidden, others on display. 4 small pistons found their home and soon began to dance. Next up, the doors. And even more rigidity thanks to longitudinal braces. Steering wheel, fenders, and appealing bodywork details. Then came one of my favorite moments of the build. It started with a true and increasingly rare classic, a 1x16 brick with pinholes. Timtimgo mixed system bricks, Technic parts, and even gears to create an iconic front fascia. Wonderful. This small assembly provides a clean, precise finish. It's details like these that make all the difference. Another steering gear shaft worked smoothly. Next up were the front seats. Their sporty design combined with the blue accents made them fit beautifully into the interior. They even fold forward, easy access to the blue rear bench. Staying at the back, the next step was the trunk lid. And the rear spoiler provided yet another chance to tuck away a few stickered parts. Another sign of Timtimgo's attention to detail was this tiny trunk light. And the badge, of course. Next in the instructions was the roof. Once again showcasing clever use of the available pieces. Hand of God? Check. The construction of the windshield frame was especially well thought out. The smooth transition into the roofline was clearly engineered with great care. Final stretch, the hood. Here, a lack of gray parts was cleverly turned into a strength. Bold blue racing stripes came to the rescue. Front hinged, just like the original. And the final touches along the hood line. In the end, I was genuinely impressed by how cool the car looked, and how Timtimgo had managed to create a completely new vehicle with unmistakable BMW character from such limited parts. And now it was time for those chunky wheels. Hubcaps? Nope. Off they went. Way meaner on black rims. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And the leftover parts? Almost nothing remained. Just as promised. What's left to say? Stay creative. It's all in your bricks.